basically Victoria J here again, um, to offer you content that is on par, if not better, arguably in my opinion, than Victoria J's. The only reason I don't have 500 subscribers and adoring fans stuck to my ankles is because I am a male, um, and so that's the reason why I don't have 500 adoring fans latched to my ankle, ready to humor my disingenuous, nonsensical, bad faith, intellectually dishonest arguments. So what we're going to do is we're going to be reacting to the Regarders Uncivil Limp War Clipper Sphere nonsense, where two people who don't like each other are propping each other up. Now two Clippers. We got two Clippers that don't like each other, that have made content jabbing at each other before, that are now propping each other up and giving each other shout-outs because they happen to both be at odds. Someone who is on the VP side of the Regarders Uncivil Limp War. All of these people are Alex Myers and Nicholas Robinson bootlickers, and therefore their perspectives are biased, and I will do my best to make you understand how biased this is with my jokes and my words, since you guys seem to only react to something if it's memed. Now, my voice is never going to be appealing to you, but that we will speed 7 speed, because skip past these intros. Alright, so on screen there's Brandon and Q holding a sharp object and flicking it.
He likes knives in.
There's Brandon Q holding a sharp object and flicking it, and there's not really much of interest here.
Yeah, bro. Well, I'm not on the couch.
So it then transitions, there's a transition effect put in during the editing. It transitions to Brandon Q rolling around in bed. Now let me give you some context here. So what we got going on here is we have two groups of people that do not care if they associate with people who engage in age-inappropriate relationships. Okay, now they feign that they care because obviously it's a bad look legally to be willingly associated with people like that. But what's going on is that everyone you see going at Brandon Q, including Vegan Patriot, because Vegan Patriot didn't care when she wanted to be in a relationship with Nick about Nick's proclivities, and Nick has proclivities again for age-inappropriate relations. So what's going on is they're trying to pin Brandon Q to the cross for backing Vegan Patriot and crossing Alex Myers. Now, sometimes Vegan Patriot likes to sacrifice people to the corn, even if they're her own friends. And I'm sure in her head there's some rhyme or reasoning for this. But in my mind, I'm not sure if Janny has mended fences. I'm not with Vegan. I'm not sure if Vegan actually is pro Brandon Q, because this is the same thing I ran into. You can't be pro Brandon Q and pro Victoria J, and you can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay? And that's why Vegan can't maintain alliances, is because Vegan wants to have her cake and eat it too. Okay? She wants to be friends with everyone, and then she wants to bring her friends into situations that are bad for her friends, and then she wants her friends to be okay with her putting her friends in bad situations. And then Vegan Patriot, I mean, I still got all the screenshots. Vegan Patriot thinks the word friend is childish. Okay, Vegan Patriot thinks the word friend is childish. And I don't know what to say about that. I mean, what do you do with that information? Okay, so we're defending everyone on Vegan Patriot's side is in cahoots with someone who thinks the concept of friendship is not real. And what do you do with someone like that? I mean, she literally doesn't believe in friendship, so I don't know what you do with someone like that.
So no, I'm just kidding, dude. It's okay.
So this is an intoxicated Brandon Q. Vegan Patriot has come to Brandon Q's dwelling for her own benefit, knowing that Brandon Q is a lonely male who wants a nuclear family. He is a lonely male that works a job and spends all of the time that he is not working thinking about how to garner attention on social media. So if he's not working on one thing, he's working on another, and he is upset with where he is at in life. Otherwise, he would not behave the way he does. Okay, so he is trying, and he has made it very clear that all he wants from Vegan is for her to be in a relationship with him, play the role of a woman in a nuclear family. Yet she for some reason has decided to come to his dwelling, knowing that he is intoxicated and only interested in relations with her, and then she's gonna act some kind of way because he continues to make advances. What do you expect?
I'm just kidding. Go to sleep, dude. Alright, later, bro. That's your bed. Okay. Hold on, let me fix this shit, dude.
So
DP makes the dumb mistake of going to meet Brandon not for money.
So what I would do, what I would have done if I were Brandon, is just told her to leave, or she would have never came over to where I'm at in the first place, because Vegan was smart enough to tell me that she's not interested. I was never interested in Vegan, so because I view Vegan as a traitor to her country. I view Vegan as a traitor to. I mean, I could just leave it as I view Vegan Patriot as a traitor to her nation and her friends and family. So she was smart enough to make it apparent to me that she doesn't want anything to do to me, and I never gave her any signal that I wanted anything to do with her.
And not the OES and TN well.
I'm gonna go to sleep on the fucking recliner, dude. We'll get another bed, right? Okay, you don't have to take that. Go to sleep, dude. I love you.
I love you, Lowell.
When are we gonna do that? I'll be only. Happy no more. Alright, go to sleep, though.
Okay, so he says I love you because he's intoxicated and he's flirting with a woman. Oh, that's so hilarious. What a great joke. Imagine being a Janie. Oh, man. I wonder why there's a loneliness epidemic when people like you discourage flirting. And you try to mock and ridicule anyone ever recorded flirting.
You love me? You did? Kiss me, dude. You just did, dude. You like me or what?
So, let me explain.
You need to know me more? We're done.
Let me explain what's going on screen. So Brandon Q is now kneeling next to his bed, flirting with Vegan Patriot, because Vegan Patriot came to an intoxicated, lonely male's house for personal gain and then laid in an intoxicated, lonely man's bed, and she is now going to act befuddled that the intoxicated, lonely man, or well, she isn't. Imagine being a Janie is now going to act befuddled that the intoxicated, lonely man is trying to have relations with the promiscuous woman that came to his home for personal gain and laid in his bed. This is, wow, imagine being a Janie. This is damning evidence, and this is certainly proof that Brandon Q is this alone is certainly proof that Brandon Q is some sort of predator that has proclivities. Definitely, this is definitely going to make Brandon Q, this alone is going to make Brandon Q look like he is a predator that has proclivities. And let's ignore, just because you like Nick Robinson, just because you like IBL, just because you like Black Pill Moses, let's ignore the hours that Blackpill Moses has spent on stream saying to his chat directly that he is a predator with proclivities with his own mouth. So your evidence is tangential hearsay, and my evidence is the words of IBL Nicholas Robinson. So I'm going to go ahead and declare myself the victor because I have your friend saying with his own mouth that he is a predator that has proclivities, whereas you have clips of Brandon Q trying to flirt with women.
The hour of them not meaning BTW.
Oh wow, he tried to... The lonely man tried to have intercourse with the woman that he made it abundantly clear to that he wanted to have relations with within an hour of her arriving at his residence. Oh, so he's eager for love from a woman. So evil. It's so evil.
I love my friends.
This definitely makes him look worse than IBL Nicholas Robinson.
Weirdo, huh?
So intoxicated Brandon Q is now laughing and having a good time. Have Vegan rejecting him, which is a good way to handle it. I would say, considering that Vegan Patriot isn't really above male Brandon Q's status in any way, shape, or form. She's certainly not above. This is the thing. Vegan Patriot thinks she's above people like me, people like Brandon Q. Victoria J thinks she's above people like me, people like Brandon Q. Not so. You're definitely, if there was based on what metric? Because actual physical ability, actual mental ability, no, I mean, all you have are baiting looks, and that's why people are swarming you while they can, and it's because they want to, they just want to use you as an object before your looks have completely faded. And I'm not saying that I agree with that. I'm just saying that's the reason that people give you attention for now.
Are you seeing good?
It's not based on what you say. It's not based on your intelligence. It's not based on your looks. It's not based on your action. Or, well, it is based on your looks. It's not based on your intelligence. It's not based on your abilities or your hobbies. It's just, I mean, I don't know how to tell you. Your content is the equivalent of watching paint dry. I mean, your content's the equivalent of watching paint dry. That's the only way to say it. You're not a niche micro internet celebrity because of your talent.
Good one, and this bed's comfortable, huh? Let me sleep down with you, baby. Look your ass.
So he's asking to spoon Vegan Patriot. That's so evil. The woman that consensually came over to his house while he was intoxicated, knowing that Brandon Q had been running around the internet for years saying that he wants relations with Vegan Patriot. Man, it's so weird that he's making advances.
This goes on for about 40 minutes or so.
Look at her, bro. Where's that dog at, babe? Is she with you or what? Where's she at, dude?
So this is even more proof that he's intoxicated. And then, I mean, I don't really... So what, she gets up and leaves? I mean, let me fast forward.
Forward that dot first.
Man, dude, go to sleep with your little fucking dog, man, dude. Cover your fucking head, then, bitch. Are you sure?
So he gets mad. I fast forward because this is boring and I was about to cut it here. So he fast forwards and then he asks if she wants to be quote unquote raped. Now, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you've ever been I don't know if you've ever been around a woman that is more like shy or reserved, but I think what's going on here is, see, people like me and Brandon Q, we're socially awkward. So if we get along with people, sometimes they're socially awkward. And sometimes socially awkward women are shy and quick to come around in intimate settings. So you kind of have to like warm them up to the concept of it slowly. Sometimes some of the shy, reluctant women are into more forceful, rough intercourse, and they'll not be open to your advances until you act more rough and aggressive, and then they'll warm up to it because that's what they're into. So, I mean, this isn't him actually trying to have unconsensual relations, in my opinion, if you ask me, but to each their own. You know, you guys are the side that doesn't care if the person you're defending while calling someone else a predator with proclivities is in fact a predator with proclivities. So, I mean, I don't really care what you think or say in response. I'm just telling you what's going on here.
Go to bed. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to bed. I get like 12 kisses.
Give you like 12 kisses?
Yeah.
Go to sleep then, dude. Go to sleep.
She was all for that dot first.
Dude. Go to sleep with your little fucking dog then, dude. Cover your fucking head then, bitch. Look at her, bro. She wants to go to sleep. Should I torture you like Blade? Picture, should I torture you like Blade?
For those that DONT no search the blade dot and Gucci's dot incident.
Give me a kiss, dude.
Dude, no more.
Go to sleep, dude.
What did you mention? The Blade and Gucci's incident?
For those that
Look at her, bro. She wants to go to sleep. Should I torture you like Blade?
Oh. No. See, I know this is Janny being really dishonest here. I mean, this is Janny being really dishonest, and I wouldn't be surprised if he came up with this while sitting at a round table with Victoria J and Vegan Patriot. Like, because this is from the mind of people that make false police reports. He was saying, should I torture you like Blade? And he was talking about the viral clips where Blade was being fucked with while Blade was asleep. But they want to paint this narrative, which is really messed up because this is just an attack on lonely men. I mean, this is literally just an attack on lonely men. You're just attacking Brandon Q for being lonely and seeking companionship at this point. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Picture, should I torture you like Blade?
For those that DONT no search the blade dot and Gucci's
He was 1000% not bringing that up, talking about what Blade did to Gucci's. He was bringing that up, talking about people like Chicken Andy and Sam and Andy, relentlessly torturing Blade, which no one's ever come to the males that did that to Blade and acted like they did something wrong, and that's someone messing with a male while he's asleep, but they don't care because it's a male messing with a male while a male is asleep, as if men don't do unconsensual things to other men while they're asleep. I mean, again, this is just an attack on lonely men. I don't know how else to say it other than this is bigoted.
dot incident.
Give me a kiss, dude.
Dude, no more.
Go to sleep, dude. That shit's funny. Look at her, bro. She's all freaked out, dude. She's all scared, dude. She feels like she's gonna get like Mike, huh?
Yikes in disguise. Walking free.
Scared that she's going to get... So he's talking about Mike being unconsensually touched while he was incarcerated. So Mike Strokoff is a male who got unconsensually touched by another male while he was incarcerated. That is a joke, and that would be more indication than anything that he was trolling, because he didn't actually do it. You know, there's male predators that have actually abused their significant others on live stream before, right? And I mean, like, as in like non-consensual inserting and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's people who have actually done that, and you're not bringing that up. You're framing Brandon Q, and Brandon Q is a lonely male that is trying to do what he indicated he was going to do if he was ever around Vegan Patriot before Vegan Patriot ever got there. So I don't know what to tell you.
You feel like you're about to get Mike?
Dude, like,
Yeah.
actually
Go to sleep, dude. Go to sleep, bro.
Asking if she wants that to be raped and not telling her to go to dot sleep SMH.
It's actually ridiculous.
All right, I'm going to sleep, dude.
Alright, dude.
All right,
He asked her that while he was laughing. Again, this is someone who had intercourse with Chicken Andy who does this, and he was referencing Chicken Andy doing that to Blade. He was telling Vegan Patriot, "I'm doing to you what the man you had intercourse with did to only use me, Blade." And he's bringing up her other friends. He's like, "What, you think you're gonna do you think you're gonna be touched without permission like Mike Strogoff?" Like, I don't. He's mocking her and her friends. I don't know what to tell you. He told Vegan Patriot before she ever got there that he wanted to have intercourse with her. I don't know what.
Alright.
I don't know what you want.
DP says she's single, quotes LL got sleep in her car.
Dude, you're fucking tripping, bro. You're fucking tripping, dude. Just please, bro. If it
That's what she should do. It's actually that big of a deal. She should have never been there in the first place. But she thinks she's better than these men, and she thinks she's smarter than these men. She thinks she could use these men for personal gain. So this is the folly of Vegan Patriot, thinking she can just abuse men with no repercussion ever, if you ask me.
the cops roll up on you, dude, don't say
Dude,
anything.
the cops have nothing to do
They're
with
gonna
this.
roll up, dude. They're gonna roll up, bro. I'm telling you, dude. Just chill, dog.
Okay, I'm just gonna go find a rest stop.
Alright, dude. Later, bro.
Alright, I'll be back tomorrow, okay?
Just don't say I did nothing to you, dude.
Dude, that's why I'm leaving right now, because you're acting like
I'm not gonna do
That's-
nothing,
You're
bro.
acting
I'm
like Nick
about
right
to go to sleep. I have to go to
now.
work.
You're acting
Was a
like
great
Nick right
gaslighter, dot even back
Go to
then.
work.
You're acting like Nick right now. Acting
Alright,
like
dude. Acting like Nick, dude. Whatever, bro. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Acting like Nick. Acting like Nick. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You're platforming. You're platforming proof right there that the people on your side are abusers and predatory towards women. You're documenting and uploading proof. People like cue the clips and imagine being a Jandy and Nick's side of this. We're uploading proof repeatedly because Alex Myers, when posting Brandon Q screenshots, accidentally uploaded Brandon Q, bringing up what I've been saying for years, which is that Nick says on his own streams, repeatedly to his audience, and imagine being a Janny was there when he said it, because I saw him talking in chat when he said it. Q the Clips has been there, Scante Warrior, all of these people have been there when Nick was saying repeatedly on stream that he is a predator that has proclivities for age-inappropriate relations. So I don't know what to tell you.
Dude.
Like, yeah, okay.
Dude, why are you tripping, bro?
Okay. Do you
Just go
know?
to sleep and chill, dude.
You would not dot leave her alone, dude.
Hey, dude. I don't know what you want me to do, bro.
I don't know what you want
Just
to
don't
do
say I
either.
did nothing, dude.
Oh my god, Nick, stop sounding like
Why are
Nick.
you acting like that?
You're
bro?
acting like fucking Nick.
Nick.
Look what you could be, bro. This is crazy.
Alright, guys, we're
Go
over
do
here.
whatever you gotta do, bro.
So she wants, okay, so imagine being a Janny and Alex Myers' side of the Nick supporter sphere. They want you to ignore any mention, which you can't avoid without delving into this topic. You can't circumnavigate talking about this topic without, in the greater public discourse, it being mentioned somewhere that your side of the camp is full of predators with proclivities. So this isn't a good angle to it. You're just attacking lonely men because you're mad at men. But you're using Nick, who is a fake cell, to sell the notion that you're pro-incel. And that's not going to win over people that are actually capable of critical thinking. Because that's not going to erase all of the contributions, the women on both sides of this fence, which is why I cut ties with all of you. You're not going to be able to ignore the women on both sides of this contribution to sex work industry, which is terrible for men, and it's almost single-handedly caused this loneliness epidemic. So the women on both sides of this is why everyone should be mad at all parties involved, because the women on both sides of this just want to hurt lonely men, and they'll use Nick as a totem to try to gaslight you into thinking that they're on your side, is all it is. And I don't even need to finish this. Vegan just gets in her car and leaves. Big whoop.